Welcome back to Reviews Inside TV, the place where your next favorite tech upgrade gets put to the test. Today, we're diving into one of the boldest displays to ever hit a desktop setup, the Samsung 57-inch Odyssey Neo G9. It's the world's first dual UHD gaming monitor, model LS57CG952NXZ, and it packs some serious firepower for gamers, creators, and multitaskers alike. Let's break down exactly what this curved beast brings to the table. At its core, the Odyssey Neo G9 features a jaw-dropping 57-inch curved panel with DUHD resolution, essentially merging two 4K monitors into one seamless ultra-wide display. You're looking at a 1000R curvature that wraps around your peripheral vision, 240Hz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time, DisplayPort 2.1 compatibility, and support for AMD FreeSync Premium Pro. Under the hood, Samsung's Quantum Matrix technology and Quantum Mini LED backlighting team up with 2,392 local dimming zones and 12-bit black levels for deep contrast and vibrant color precision. With a peak brightness of 1000 nits and DisplayHDR 1000 certification, visual fidelity is pushed to impressive extremes. The monitor also includes CoreSync lighting, a USB hub, HDMI 2.1, picture-by-picture capabilities, and a fully adjustable ergonomic stand. Now, when it came to real-world use, setting up this monitor was surprisingly straightforward for something so massive. Mounting it to a heavy-duty VISA arm took a little muscle, but once in place, connectivity was seamless with the DisplayPort 2.1 cable included. Booting into games like Cyberpunk 2077 and Flight Simulator was an entirely new level of immersion. The panoramic width isn't just flashy, it's functional. Peripheral enemies are now actually in your periphery. Scenery doesn't just scroll, it envelops you. Motion clarity at 240Hz is stunning, with zero noticeable ghosting, even during erratic camera swings or fast-paced Twitch gameplay. However, in tight desk setups or non-gaming workflows, the size can feel excessive, and not all apps handle the resolution gracefully. It's immersive, but it demands space and GPU muscle. The positives are hard to ignore. First, the build is robust. Thick, premium plastics, strong adjustment mechanics, and that satisfying click of a well-engineered tilt. Second, the visuals are legitimately next-gen. Deep contrast, silky motion, and enough real estate to juggle a game, a Discord chat, and a Twitch stream without a sweat. The 240Hz refresh rate and FreeSync combo work flawlessly, and the peak brightness makes HDR content shine, literally. On the downside, the massive width doesn't always play well with window snapping or media scaling, especially with older software. And at this price point, Samsung's omission of G-Sync certification may be a sticking point for some NVIDIA users. Lastly, while the CoreSync lighting adds ambiance, it's more of a novelty than a functional feature. So, is it worth the investment? At its current premium, you're paying for cutting-edge specs and a niche level of immersion. If you're the kind of user who wants the best of the best, high refresh rate, top-tier contrast, dual UHD width, and pro-grade HDR, then yes, the Odyssey Neo G9 aligns with its price tag. For streamers, multitasking pros, or competitive gamers who need every edge, it delivers. But casual gamers or those with less demanding needs might find more value in ultra-wides with lower resolution or smaller size at half the price. Compared to other high-end ultra-wide monitors, like 49-inch super ultra-wides with 1440p vertical resolution, the Odyssey Neo G9 stands alone with its DUHD output. The pixel density and screen width outclass the competition, but that comes at a premium. Alternatives often cap out at 120Hz or don't support DisplayHDR 1000, which gives the Neo G9 a significant leg up on motion and visual fidelity. That said, those same alternatives may be easier to drive for mid-range PCs and less visually overwhelming. As for the build quality, it's superb. The rear shell feels sturdy, not hollow. The stand is one of Samsung's better designs, functional, stable, and easy to adjust. Over several weeks of use, I saw no flicker, panel inconsistencies, or performance degradation. It's clear Samsung went all in on premium materials and assembly for this flagship. While I didn't personally engage with Samsung's support during this review, their reputation in the display space is generally solid. They've been responsive in firmware support for past Odyssey models and tend to roll out display tuning updates when needed, which gives some peace post-purchase. All right, Let's hit pause here for a second. If you're enjoying this deep dive, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to Reviews Inside TV, and punch that bell icon so you don't miss out on our next expert breakdown. Whether you're here for gaming gear or studio essentials, we've got you covered. Now, if you're looking for cheaper alternatives, the 49-inch Odyssey G9 or other 1440p ultra-wides like the LG 34GN850-B offer strong performance at a friendlier price. They won't match the DUHD resolution or HDR 1000 capability, but they come close on refresh rate and overall user experience. In conclusion, the Samsung 57-inch Odyssey Neo G9 is not a monitor for everyone, but it doesn't pretend to be. It's for those who want a center-stage display that doubles as a cockpit for work and play. Its biggest strengths lie in its display fidelity, performance speed, and physical presence. But its demands on space, GPU power, and wallet should not be overlooked. It fulfills its claims and then some, particularly for immersive sim players, ultra-competitive FPS gamers, and productivity power users who genuinely use every inch of screen space. Thanks for spending your time with Reviews Inside TV. The link to check out the Samsung Odyssey Neo G9 is in the comments box below. Let us know if you've tested this monitor yourself, or if you're considering making the leap. Your thoughts help others decide. Goodbye till next time, and remember, at Reviews Inside TV, we don't just test the tech, we live inside it.